So, now that you have had time to look at your salary, okay, looked at your jobs. Was your jobs the same as we did on the Cooter Navigator? How's your results?
Pretty good. We kind of.
No.
My results were good. Like it's something I want to do, but then it's kind of like, I'm still on the cliff on.
No. How was yours? What did you say? Exactly. Well, good. That means you are being pretty consistent with answering these questions and stuff, okay? But with our bell ringers, the wants and needs and budgets, we're going to look at how we can budget with this career expense, okay? We can look at home expense, rental expenses. We can look at what it will take to live on this salary that we're looking at, okay? So, this lesson I'm calling Moms, but I need this. How often do we do that? I tell myself that all the time. I think I need these shoes. I think I need that new necklace. Okay? Right? Guilty.
Just a few times.
Just a few times. Alright, so let me talk to you about what is a budget. Alright, a budget is itemizing your income against your expenses. Okay, so it's saying, hey, I've got this amount of money in my pocket, I can only spend this amount of money in my pocket. If you don't have another pocket that you can go dig into, okay?
Hello.
Michelle and Megan Hanley, come to the office, please. Michelle and Megan Hanley, come to the office.
Alright, a budget allows you to better visualize your financials, okay? We're going to be looking at a budget in Excel in just a little bit. We're going to put our salary, and again, we're going to put in our expenses. Alright, how does a budget help you? Alright, it allows you to stay out of debt, save for the future, whether it be for college, that new car, whatever it may be. Attain goals, trim spending, relieve stress. I can tell you how many marriages I hear that's all they fight about is money, money, money. You have a budget and you stick to it and you know what you can spend from the get-go, it makes it a lot easier, okay? Lifelong money management skills. For instance, hey, when do I want to retire? Do I want to put some money back? I mean, I know that stuff that is a long ways from now from you guys. But it's things that you really need to start thinking about, especially for like after high school and when you get to college and things for that. And you won't have this another opportunity to have this taught to you. Alright, budgeting 101. The first step is to know how much money is coming in. So you know how much money you can spend. Alright, we did that. Okay, that's where we're at. Alright, you're on the OOH site. We're going to plug it into the Paycheck City. Alright, y'all go to your Paycheck City website. Alright. Click on that link. Alright, notice some of you found hourly, some of you found salary. At the very top of it, it says salary calculator. There may be one that says hourly calculator. Alright, depending on what you found, pick one of those two that's at the top. Alright. If it gives you your gross pay, that's where you're going to put it in at the very top, okay? If it gave you an hourly, then you'll need to click the hourly calculator. It just depends on what you're doing. Alright, and state withholding, change that from Arizona to Alabama. You should be able to use the little drop down menu. Should be at the very top. Yeah. Very, very top. Yeah. Very good. Alright, gross pay. That is what the OOH website gave you, is your gross pay. Okay? Alright, the way we look at this gross pay and net pay, let me give you a little visual real quick, okay? When you go fishing, you don't want all of the pond seaweed or the mud or whatever is in that. You don't want none of that, okay? You want the good fish, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Unfortunately, there's a bunch of stuff left behind in the pond whenever you fish or whatever, or I should say fortunately, okay? Gross net is if you are in that pond and you're trying to get up as many fish as you possibly can with that net, okay? That's what you can take home, okay? Unfortunately, there's a bunch of gross stuff up there in with the good fish, okay? So you're leaving some of those good fish behind, which is some of your money the taxpayers get, some of that good fish. And all you get to take home is what's in your net. that you scooped up, okay? Your net pay is what you're taking home, okay? So y'all kind of think of that as visual whenever you see that over your lifespan, alright? Because that is always hard for me. What's gross, what's net, which is one? Net is what you can scoop up and take home, okay? Gross is what's left, alright? So think about those extra fish in that gross pond, okay? So when you see the gross, that's what you're going to put in from the OOH website. Alright? Once you do that, you can leave pretty much everything else the same, alright? Leave everything else the same, scroll to the bottom, let it calculate for you. We'll need that in a little bit when we plug it into our budget. So y'all keep that open, okay? For the rest of our budget, we've got to determine what our wants and needs are, okay? We've got to determine long-term goals, short-term goals, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll do the math, alright? Again, we're going to establish these financial goals, alright? When you do the calculator, did y'all see how much your gross pay is, your net pay is after it did the math? Go ahead and let it calculate for you if you did not.
What do you?
It kind of looks like a paycheck. Y'all see that weekly gross pay? And then you see a net pay?
Oh,
Which one?
You have to hit calculate. Alright, do you see both of them after you do it? So weekly gross pay, net pay. Alright, so what was net pay? What you get to take home, right? The rest of that gross pay is what the taxpayers and insurance and all that gets, okay? We will need both of these. You will need all those percentages when we do our budget in just a second. I want you to go ahead and pull it up so when I call off some of these terms,
Can I have your teacher, please?
Alright, all eyes and ears except the two that's making up the test up here, pretty please. Alright, now that we've finished our bell ringer, we know a little bit about what a budget is and all that good stuff. How many of you have been guilty of saying, Mom, I want this. Mom, get this for me. All of us at some point, right?
Yeah.
It's a constant battle when we go to Walmart with my little son. Mom, I want a gumball. Mom, I need this airplane. Mom, I'm like, Ace, quit, okay? Not necessarily just because I don't want to calculate spending a quarter on a gumball or nothing like that. Just, hey, you don't need everything, right? You wants. We're guilty of that too. I mean, even as I'm older, I'm guilty of, okay, I want that new lipstick, or oh, I want those new shoes, okay? Do that to myself too. It's just not, I'm not tugging at my mom's shirt till now. So we're all guilty of that. So that's what we're going to look at today. We're going to look at budgeting basics, how we can help ourselves get the things that we want, okay? First and foremost, we're going to pay for the things that you want, after you pay for the things that you need. Does that make sense? Needs first, wants second. Alright, budgeting basics. We again determine wants and needs. We did this at our bell ringer. We looked at what is a want, what is a need. Okay, we'll look at that more in detail in just a second. Alright, the reason why we do budgets, we want to determine our long-term goals, short-term. Hey, I need to save some money because I need to eat tomorrow, okay? Or, hey, I'm going to need a car in the next couple of years, or I need some clothes for this activity, maybe a prom dress, whatever it may be. Short-term goals. Could be a short-term goals when you get older, okay? You might have some, hey, we want to go on this vacation during the summer that's like, 6 months away. That could be short-term, okay? Long-term. This could be paying off your college debt. This could be paying off a car. Anything like that. Long-term, in the future, alright? We'll be able to do the math when we budget. How many of you can add and subtract? Okay. I hope all of you can add and subtract. Okay? We cannot spend more than we have in our, let's say pockets, okay? Say that you get paid, we put them in our pockets, okay? You're only going to pull out as much as you get paid. Now, if you don't pull out as much as there is in your pockets and you just keep adding to it and pulling out a little, then you're really going to save a lot. Your pockets are going to get real full, right? So that's what the goal is. You want to fill your pockets as much as you can and only pull out what you need and a little bit here and there. You don't want to get to zero every month and then pull out empty pockets, okay? That's when life gets hard and stressful. And sometimes people have to do that. They put themselves in those situations. So that's what we're doing today. We're looking at ways to maybe help you think about your purchases and help you think about, do I need this or just want this? Do I really need this $300 watch when I can just go to the dollar store and get this $5 watch, you know, that kind of thing, okay? Alright, what is a budget? A budget is itemizing your income against your expenses for a given period. What we're looking at today is a monthly budget, okay? Because most people get paid monthly or twice monthly. Okay, y'all please quit clicking around. Alright, a budget allows you to better visualize your financial picture. Alright, how does a budget help me? Like, why are we doing this? Alright? I want you to help you stay out of debt as much as possible. There's a few things that you can't avoid getting in debt, okay? You can't go pay $400,000 for that new house unless you've saved a long time, okay? Or you're in a really, really big business, okay? And that happens all the time. That is, but your normal average American cannot just go pay $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 for a new house and not be in debt. Most of the time you have to take out a home loan, and that's fine. That's part of your mortgage. That's part of your house payment, okay? Also, sometimes cars. Sometimes people cannot go pay cash money on the spot for your car, that kind of thing. Ethan, please quit doing whatever you're doing. Pay attention, okay? I warned you yesterday. I'm not warning you again. Alright? Attain goals. We want you to be able to make those purchases that you want. Say, I really want a new laptop. Mine still works. It's getting me by, but I really want to get a MacBook. Okay? We can help you. A budget can help you put back some money to your MacBook account or whatever it may be. But a goal may be, hey, to go to college without student loans. Maybe you need to set some money back. Okay? Say it takes you working a few years before you go to school because you didn't want to take out student loans. You know, that could be a goal. Goals can vary person to person. They can be big, they can be small, they can be simple, they can be extravagant. Say you want to go to Hawaii or something. You know, it's not the cheapest flight out there because it's such a long way, so it can cost a little more than your normal vacations. Alright? Trim spending. We'll look at what I call money munchers. Stuff that you don't think about. An ATM. Say, hey, I just need some cash. You go over there to ATM, they charge you like 5%. And they put it on your credit card. I mean, that's money that you could have went by your bank the day before and saved, okay? Or say, now you got to get your dress dry cleaned because you threw it in your trunk instead of hanging it up, okay? You know, that's just throwing away some money because now you got to get it dry cleaned, that kind of thing. Relieve stress. All right, I'm going to give you, and lifelong money management skills, okay? I'm going to give you something that I do that you probably won't need for a while. But something that I have been doing since 2010 with my husband, okay? Before we got married, we talked about, you know, hey, this is what we want to be one day, this is what we're going to do. We had kind of things set in line, all right? We also talked about, well, are we going to give each other an allowance each month? Because, you know, when you're in school, some of your parents might give you, hey, you get $20 a week, or you might get $50 a week, you might get $5 a week, or you might not get anything. But if you have extra lunch money, you know, maybe that's your self-allowance or something like that, okay? I know all y'all get free lunch now, so sorry, that's kind of old school. But when I used to have extra lunch money, I would put it in my checking account or whatever I had after the end of the week, okay? So, you know, I saved money wherever I could. But back to my story, something that we started doing is we had different accounts for our spending money. Okay, we had one account for our bill pay money, and then we had a savings account. So he had an account, I had an account, we had an account, and we had a savings. That seems like, God, that can be complicated, but it works beautiful. Okay, and let me tell you why. How many of you love surprises? Like you like being surprised with a gift or whatever, okay? Surprises, I do, even if it's a little note or something like that, okay? I love surprises. Well, I got to thinking about, you know, buying Christmases, buying birthday gifts, or anything like that. You know, when we were dating, I didn't think nothing about it, you know, and I'd check my regions or whatever I'd check, you know, show it, make sure it cleared, you know, it might have said, like Robert Trent Jones, you know, golf certificate or whatever it was. It shows up on your checking account so that you know what purchases that you made, you know, maybe just that company. It might have said Hibbets or, you know, whatever it is. I got to thinking, when we have a joint account now, all that is going to show. So I took and I proposed this idea to him. I was like, sure, you know, because he loves playing golf, a lot of golf, okay? And so I didn't want him spending his golf money on our bill paying money, and I didn't want to personally spend my nail money or my purse money or my shoe fetish money or whatever it may be on our bill paying money, okay? So this really worked for us, and I advise anybody that can manage accounts, that don't mind looking at a couple of accounts, they're all on one screen, to do this because it's awesome. I don't have to say, Ryan, can I buy new lipstick? Can I buy this makeup? Can I buy this purse? I just go buy it because I've allowed myself each month, and he goes play golf whenever he wants to because he's allowed himself that much money a month. Now we don't go always buy stuff each month, but it allows us to put money back if we want to extra splurge or whatever, okay? And that way we're not fighting. It's not like, why did you go play golf? You knew we didn't have any more money left. Or why did you buy that purse? You did not need that purse, okay? It avoids that totally so that our bills are paid. Don't have to worry about it, okay? And, you know, I know not everybody's able to do that, but if you even just do a little bit, you know, they'll add up after so many months, kind of like rollover minutes, right? So that is very useful. And then whatever we have, we set a set amount like our budget. We budgeted so much to put in our savings, so that maybe that goes towards helps go towards retirement, or maybe ace a car one day, or maybe ace a college fund, or whatever it may be. Or if we have another kid, maybe both their college funds, or something like that. Okay. So that's why we go looking at budgets. What can we budget? Okay, budgeting 101. The first step is to know how much money is coming in so that you know how much money that you can spend, right? If it's not there, you can't spend it, right? If there was nothing in that bottle for me to drink, I couldn't drink anything, right? What if this bottle was empty and I turned it up and nothing come out? I wouldn't be drinking anything, right? So make sure we're only spending money that we have. Again, you know, you've got your onesie twosies, houses, cars, stuff like that. But don't spend no more money. Alright? Second thing, we are going to compare our career choices to the ones that we did in the Cooter Navigator. Y'all remember in the Cooter Navigator, the 4-year plans? Alright, they had us do those little tests. Some of us did more tests than others just because we were done faster than the others. But anyways, we're going to look at another one. On your Edmodo is where we're going to go in just a second. And I'm going to tell you why we're doing this before we do it. Okay, and I put this up here. I love my job. I do. I love all of you. I love working with you. I love computers. I love teaching you about careers. I love it, okay? And I don't dread going to work every day. I say school. I call it, I go to school, okay? I don't say work. I don't dread it every day. Now, don't take me wrong. Now, there's some days I don't want to get out of bed just because it's warm and cozy and I don't want to wake up. That's not what I mean, okay? I mean, I want you guys to find something that you're going to love doing, okay? I want you to find something that is going to make you happy, something that you don't mind having to go to work for every day. And that's why we do these interest tests. If you just do it straight on money, you're going to be miserable, okay? You may not love it, you may just hate it, you may just do it to get by, okay? And that's going to make a long life, okay? That's going to make long hours in the day if it's dragging out. I mean, guys, 2 o'clock gets here before I know it because I've had all these computer classes, I've done the computer work, I've been preparing materials for you, I've taught, and, you know, it goes really fast for me, and I enjoy that. And then we get out for the summer with our kids, and it's like, oh, it's over, and then we start again. My life goes by really fast. And you say, well, don't you want it to go slower if you're enjoying it? Yes, but it's going to go slower when you hate it, okay? So I want you to have a job that you love. My daddy used to say, you will never have to work in a day in your life if you work for a job that you love. Okay, what he means by that is if you love it, it's not as much as a job, okay? It's more like you're just going through the motions or you're enjoying what you're doing, okay? Like a lot of the nurses have to have a passion for that. They love helping people, all right? Maybe your elementary teacher, they love making you smile. They love welcoming arms to these little kids, okay? So they have to enjoy it. If you went to work every day, absolutely hated the people you work with, was miserable, that day would really drag out. And you really are going to have a job, okay? So I want you to love what you do. So first thing first is we're going to look at our first link on Edmodo. Alright, our first link is career survey test. Okay? Once you finish finish that survey, y'all listen up before you start clicking. Once you finish that survey, I want you to take that top score rank, okay? It could be a cluster, it may be technology, it may be architecture, and yada yada yada. Whatever that is, there's several of them. I can't name you all of them right now. But whatever that cluster is, I want you to take some of those choices and plug it into this second one. Okay, you're going to plug it in and try to find you a matching job. And this is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, okay? There is occupational groups. You can click on one of those and look through that. Or you can go over here and search. You can search if you have something specific in that group, okay? So I want you to try to find something in those groups, those interest levels. Alright, then it gives you your pay, your your salary. And you keep looking that up. I'm going to give you about 15 minutes to do all of this, but our goal is to make sure that it does have a pay scale, because we're going to plug that into our budget in a little bit. All of ours will be different, okay? So y'all do those two things. Take your career test and then look for you a job, okay? So you got your salary open. Now that you found it, then you got your paycheck sheet, okay? Alright, your paycheck CD was that third link. Y'all good? Got that so far? Alright, what you're going to do, I love computers, so I looked up computer programming, okay? So 79,530 is the average American, because this is done through the U.S., okay? Bureau of Labor Statistics is. Average American could make this if they went into computer programming, okay? So whatever your per year is, okay? Y'all take your per year, know that number, copy it, or whatever you want to do. Know it in your head if you want to. I don't care, either one. You can copy it or just remember it, okay? You're going to go to your paycheck city, alright? And you're going to go to your salary calculator. Alright, so right here on the top left, salary calculator. You're going to slide down the page after you click on it. And y'all watch me for 2 seconds so that you don't get lost or confused, and then I'll let you do it, okay? I don't want y'all to get lost. You're going to do just a few things on this, and then you're going to hit calculate, not much. Alright, so you're going to go up here where it says state withholding, and I'm going to leave this up so you can see it, so don't worry about panicking. It's going to say Alabama, gross pay. Say I was a computer programmer. Say I made $79,600, okay? Gross pay type annually, which we're looking at salary, this is annually. So y'all quit clicking, please. Alright. Pay frequency, it automatically says weekly. I want you to change that to monthly because we're doing monthly budgets. Alright, and the rest of this has like federal allowances, other withholding, other I am exempt from. We're not going to change all that. We're going to pretty much leave it the same. Once we get all that done, then we're just going to go down here and calculate, okay? But all I want you to do, again, is your Alabama, your gross pay monthly, and your state withholding. Those 4 things, okay? Do those for me real quick. And you put in your gross pay that you come up with, because we're digging in your pocket.
Miss Jones. I don't.
Alright. This is a lot of information for you to absorb at once as far as your pay and all that stuff. So we're going to break it down for you. Alright, your gross pay. This is your whole paycheck, okay? This is everything that's dumped into your paycheck, okay? Now I'll show you a way to remember this in just a second. Federal withholding, there's Social Security, there's Medicare. Alabama, that means state tax, okay? And usually your county and your city taxes are exactly the same, so you just put it again, okay? So you can guesstimate that you'll have $250 more taken out, okay? So leave this open. We're going to put this into our budget in just a minute. But I'm going to break some of this down for you first. Alright, so we plugged in our paycheck CD, gross versus net pay. Why do we see both of those on here? Whoop, wrong one. Why do we see gross pay and then net pay? Anybody got an idea?
Isn't that pays what you actually get?
Right, good. Okay, let me show you this diagram. This is something I made up because it's hard for kids to understand or remember. I shouldn't say understand, it's easy for you to understand, but it's hard for you to remember 5 years down the road or 4 years, which one is which when you're budgeting and stuff like that, okay? So I call this my paycheck pond, okay? A pond, what are you gonna find in it?
Fish.
Fish, right. What else is in a pond?
Mud,
Algae.
Snakes, algae, yes. Mud,
water,
water,
sometimes
water.
cows, poop,
Okay,
cows.
alright, all that stuff, right? Well, say we're gonna fish in to cook for a fish fry. Alright, so we're gonna have a party, we're gonna have fish fry. We go in there and we got nets to fish with instead of a fishing pole. Fishing pole one at a time, it'd be real slow, okay? So we're gonna go in with a net, we're gonna scoop up as much as we can, because we can only make one trip home. So we're gonna take that that net over our shoulder, we're gonna take it home. Alright, net pay is what we're taking home, okay?
Maria
The rest of the
Cortez, come to
stuff,
office, please. Maria Cortez, come to the office.
the rest of the algae and the mud that's gross, we leave behind, unfortunately. There's some good fish other than that gross stuff, but taxes eat it. Okay, your social security eats it, your insurance eats it, okay? So we only get to take home what's in our net, okay? Makes better sense? Think you can remember that in 5 years when you say, what is gross pay, what's net pay? Oh yeah, Miss Jones said take the fish home. Alright, what? What is it?
They had a chance those fish will probably get them all.
You had a chance with the fishing pole?
It take forever.
It'll take a while. No.
Where can I-
Anyways. So there you have it. There is our pond, okay? The reason why we have to, again, look at that, we only get to take part of that home. The rest of it, nothing we can do about. It's just the way that our laws of the land are set, okay? But we have to look and see how much is in our net before we can set our short-term goals, which like I said, buying a car, furniture, vacation. Long-term, we gotta know how much we're taking to set these, alright? You may say, well, Miss Jones, I don't know how much I'm gonna make in 10 years. Or 20 years. Well, that's why you've got to set budgets when you change jobs and things like that to see where you're at. Whenever I was looking at going from pharmaceutical sales to teaching, we had to look at our budget and see where money was going, what we could do, what we couldn't do, okay? So that way you know where you can spend money or where you couldn't spend money. Yes. So, on the next slide, we got to separate our needs from our wants, okay? What is a need? Yes, correct. You have to survive. Anybody give me an example of a need?
Water.
Your house, water, food? Good. Simple things though, right? It don't have to be complex. Alright? However, when you get into working and different jobs, sometimes those needs can change because you have to have them for that job. Otherwise, you're not can keep your job. For instance, I couldn't do my pharmaceutical sales if I walked in doctor's offices in sweatshirts and sweatpants, right? They'd be like, okay, you know, it'd be funny. I'd like to see what they said. But, you know, I couldn't have done an at-home job if I didn't have the internet, okay? So, sometimes your needs have to change depending on your job. Alright, that's one reason why we're going to look at this, alright? Needs are fixed expenses that you're going to have per that job or that lifestyle, okay? Such as rent, your mortgage, utilities, food, certain clothing. If you need certain kind of transportation, either a public transportation or you need a car, alright? You have to pay your taxes. That's a fixed expense, okay? You have to pay for health care, child care, if you're working, and repairs, okay? Those are some things that we have to have expenses of needs, okay? But if you're just there getting by, you're not working on, or whatever it may be, like you said, you need clothing, food, shelter, water, okay? Alright, we're going to do a little activity. Wants and needs, okay? We're going to separate these. Be careful before you pick though. You might see there's a different version of that item. There might be a cheaper version of that item, okay? Who wants to help me?
Me.
Marissa said first. And y'all two can come next. Alright, what I want you to do, let me get you my clicker. What you're going to do, you're going to touch it first, and then take this, click it, and then it will move, okay?
Okay.
If it asks you to move here, then yeah, you click move here. Alright, so you pick 2 or 3 of any of them. And move them where you think they should go.
Oh, not the car. That hurts. No. This is the business thing.
Okay.
And then this. And then that.
Sure.
And
Yeah. Alright, that's good. Thank ya. What do y'all think? You got them right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Cameron, come on.
Burger King up there. On the knees. Xbox on the knees.
Good. Good job. What y'all think? You got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. Alright, Skylar, you wanted to come? Alright. Somebody want to come finish this up? Who will volunteer?
Ishmael, so you want to
Ishmael, come on. I heard that. Double click it, baby. Alright, it's a necklace and Xbox, what you got left. Yep, there you go. Okay, did you do good? Alright, good job, guys. Okay, so let's look at what we moved here. Alright, I'm gonna organize it just a little bit so we can see them. And y'all did, by the way, by far the best in my smart board. We had stuff all over the place. So y'all did good. Alright, so why would we put this here and this one here? Those houses.
One's
We
a
don't need a
mansion.
mansion.
One custom.
One's got like a monthly payment of like $5 million.
Alright, and what about the other
I
one?
could get lost in my own house.
Yeah, it's free.
Like right there. Yo, I can go see you get lost.
Alright.
I'll be in one room at a time.
Alright, good. So we got a big old house that you're gonna get lost in. It takes 3 weeks to clean, and we got a simple house. This is the roof over our head, right? This might be a want, but this is really what we need. Okay. This might cost you $5,000 a month on mortgage, or this might cost you $200, $300 max. Okay, that's like an apartment living. All right. So y'all see the difference in the wants and needs? Now,
Ms. Hall, call the office, please. Ms. Hall, call the office.
now if you got 10 kids, you might have to have something like that. Okay?
Stick them all in the corner.
Yeah, you know, unless you want them to sleep on top of each other. You know. All right. So that's the difference.